Nobody who plans to succeed builds in a vacuum. Whether you're an established market leader or a scrappy upstart on the cusp of finding that elusive product market fit, competitive analysis can prepare you for victory. By the end of this video, you'll have a deep understanding of competitive analysis and why you should start doing it as soon as possible, as well as the steps it takes to start using competitive analysis to gain a strategic advantage over your competitors. Let's get started. Simply put, a competitive analysis is an exercise that begins with research into a set of competitors and yields insights as to how those competitors build, market, and sell their products and services. It's a powerful snapshot that can help you 1. Form a more comprehensive understanding of the competitive landscape, 2. Take an honest look at your own offerings in order to identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, otherwise known as SWOT analysis, and 3. Determine how to position your product. And it's an essential component of your larger competitive intelligence strategy. Now, without further ado, let's dive into the 5 steps of conducting a competitive analysis. Step 1. Determine your goal and success metrics. Your competitive analysis needs a goal that aligns with whatever it is your stakeholders are trying to achieve. For example, if your head of sales notices a new competitor appearing in more and more deals over time and she asks for a competitive analysis, the goal is clear. Arm your sellers with the information they need to overcome this new obstacle. In this case, the most appropriate success metric is competitive win rate, which refers to the rate at which your sellers turns competitive opportunities into customers. It can be calculated by dividing the number of competitive opportunities you've won by the total number of competitive opportunities that have been generated. Step 2. Collect data. One of the major benefits of setting a goal at the outset is that it makes it much easier to figure out which data should underpin your analysis. If the goal is to determine which pain points the market is leaving unaddressed, you'll need to do a deep dive into your competitors' offerings. For example, let's say you're conducting a competitive analysis in order to highlight the ways in which your product is superior to that of a new competitor in the space. You might look at 1. Your competitor's website, where you can examine the positioning and promotion of their product. 2. Media coverage, which should give you a sense of who the competitor is targeting and which pain points and benefits they're emphasizing. 3. Customer reviews, which will tell you what buyers like and dislike about this competitor's product. And 4. Your CRM, where you can review your seller's notes and learn more about your buyer's perspectives on this competitor. Step 3. Draw conclusions and establish the so what. All right, time for the fun part. You've gathered the data, and now it's time to analyze it. Of course, connecting competitive data points isn't always a walk in the park. If, for example, you were conducting a high-level analysis of marketing in your industry and you had collected several performance metrics for a dozen different competitors, you would need to create some visualizations, like a competitive matrix that looks something like this. However, competitive analysis doesn't always require a formal structure or framework. If, for example, ease of use is scarcely mentioned on a competitor's website and frequently mentioned in the notes of your closed-won deals, then it's reasonable to conclude that your competitor's product fails to deliver a smooth user experience. In other words, how you synthesize your competitor data into actionable insights is entirely up to you. Remember, it's the so what that matters, not how you got there. Step 4. Deliver insights to your stakeholders. Given how much we rely on email, it makes sense that we'd see it as the natural way to share competitive analysis. In fact, according to our State of Competitive Intelligence report, email is the most common way to do just that. Is this a bad thing? It depends. Sending a follow-up email after formally presenting your competitive analysis, that's great. But exclusively sending your blood, sweat, and tears as an attachment, that's a surefire way to find your efforts buried in your stakeholders' inboxes. Remember, competitive analysis is storytelling. Without a formal presentation or some other mode of impactful communication, it's all but impossible to inspire action. Step 5. Reflect, gather feedback, and iterate accordingly. Remember those success metrics we established back in Step 1? Now that you've shared your competitive analysis and your recommendations have hopefully been implemented by your stakeholders, it's time to take a look at whether or not you've met those goals. Make sure to keep a close eye on these metrics as time goes on, as they'll help to indicate what, if anything, can be improved the next time around. No matter where you are in your competitive analysis journey, turning intel into insight is a time-consuming process. Hurried attempts will yield unreliable results. So it's imperative that you reduce the amount of time you spend gathering, filtering, and organizing competitive intel. The more time you spend on these tasks, the less time you can dedicate to analysis, and the less confident you can feel about the insights you deliver to your stakeholders. Crayon can help. By continuously capturing and prioritizing data across your competitive landscape, we can help you give competitive analysis the attention it deserves, paving your way to market dominance. To begin activating real-time competitive intelligence for your analysis, request a demo of Crayon today.